Hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel for this week's Toolbox Safety Topic video. Funny thing happened. I was with a subcontractor, and we were walking an area. He was an asbestos subcontractor, and we were walking an area for future work, and he was investigating some inside a huge structure. So there's some of these little smaller buildings that are built into it for office space. And he was looking into those, and I was querying him. He says, yeah, winter's coming up and I need a room for my guys to go in. As you know, asbestos, you may not know, but asbestos work requires a lot of water, and there's negative air machines creating an airflow at all times. So Joel was looking ahead, and that got me to thinking about it. And this week, I know it's just now getting into October, but we need to start thinking about the cold, because cold can kill. It's just a little slower than heat. When we think about weather hazards on the job site, heat gets most of the attention, and for good reason. But cold can be just as dangerous. The difference is it doesn't always knock you down fast. It works slowly, quietly, until suddenly you're in trouble. We're talking about cold stress, hypothermia, frostbite, and trench foot, along with the slips and strains that come with icy conditions. And just like heat, cold doesn't care how tough you are. Why cold stress matters. When your body gets cold, blood flow moves inward to protect your core organs. That means your hands and feet lose warmth, coordination drops, and you lose grip strength. Next thing you know, you can't hold tools, climb safely, or react in time. Now, prolonged exposure can lead to frostbite, and that's where the skin and tissue freezes, often the fingers, toes, ears, and nose. And then there's hypothermia, where the body temperature drops below safe levels. Along with that comes confusion, slurred speech, even unconsciousness. And then trench foot, prolonged, wet, cold exposure breaking down tissue. And you don't need sub-zero weather for risk. Even temperatures in the 40s with wind and rain can push workers into danger. Now here's a real job site story. A concrete crew I knew worked through a raw, wet November day. One laborer wore cotton socks that stayed soaked for hours. By the end of the shift, he could barely walk. His feet were swollen, blistered, and pale. Diagnosis: trench foot. Weeks of recovery, all from ignoring cold and wet. Here are some common cold weather hazards. Improper clothing. Cotton layers that hold moisture instead of wicking it away. Wet conditions. Rain, snow, sleet, soaking boots and gloves. Wind chill, dropping effect temperatures far lower than the thermometer reads. Icy surfaces, hidden slips, falls, and awkward lifts. Reduced dexterity, gloves off just for a second, leading to frostbite or loss of grip. Here are some ways to protect yourself against the cold. Number 1, dress in layers. Moisture wicking base, insulating mid layer, and waterproof outer layer. Avoid cotton, it traps wetness. Number 2, protect hands, feet, and head. Insulated gloves and boots, dry socks, and an appropriate warm hat under the hard hat. Make sure it's compatible with your hard hat. Number 3, stay dry. Change out wet clothing during breaks. Use waterproof gear when possible. Number 4, take warm breaks. Warm-up shelters, vehicles, or heated trailers give your body a reset. Number 5, fuel the fire. Now, I'm not talking about building a fire on the job site, a burn barrel, or anything like that. We're talking about fuel for the body. Eat high-energy foods and stay hydrated. Cold burns calories fast. 6, watch for warning signs: shivering, fumbling, slurred speech, confusion. If you see it, act immediately. Supervisors, leaders need to plan for cold the same way they plan for heat. Rotate crews, provide warming stations, check PPE, and remind workers that asking for a break isn't weakness, it's survival. In closing, cold stress doesn't shout, it whispers. It steals your strength, your focus, then your safety. So don't brush it off. Dress right, stay dry, take breaks, because cold may work slower than heat, but in the end, it can kill just the same. All right, boys and girls, that's my thoughts on the subject. I appreciate you stopping by, and I appreciate you watching. Make sure you give me the thumbs up down below to encourage me to make more videos this type. Also, subscribe to the channel where you'll find additional videos of this nature, and you'll be notified of new releases. Make sure you comment on the contents of this video and share it with your associates and co-workers. And until we see each other again, as always, look out for yourself, because you're number one. Look out for your co-workers and help ensure their safety. And most importantly, have a grateful day, and we'll see you next time. Safety is all on you. It's all on you, man.